Hello, starting the stream up again. This time I'm just gonna, I moved the camera around, so I think this angle is a little bit better personally. This time I'm just going to try to climb up to A10 with my silent and with my defect. I could actually just turn the light on maybe for the lighting here. Does that look better? That's not too bad. Okay. Alright. So yeah, I'm just trying to get my defect and my silent up to A10. So we'll see how that goes. Alright. Just gonna minimize this, have this up here. There we go. Sorry for the mess in the background. I didn't feel it picking up. Alright, so I think I'm gonna just try to go with some silent here. Try to get her up to 10, and then once that's done, I can go with the defect. Because right now, I have my Ironclad at 10, Regent at 10, Nickel Binder at 10. I was playing on some low ascension because I still find it pretty fun to play on the low, and I mean you win a lot more games on the low, so it's not as discouraging when you get crappy draws and whatnot. Alright, ignoring the path is not great. It's fine, like if you see a decent path, but like only 3 times, it feels like you never really want to use it because you're not sure. File holster is decent, having 1 potion and then getting 2 random potions is pretty good too. Greed is really not that bad, especially with the silent, because she can just discard it if she doesn't want it. And 333 gold with an early shop here is not terrible, especially with the fire into an elite. Now of course we're getting the elite before the chest, but with the shop off of the greed, it might not be too bad, because if we do get a relic of our choice, it's kind of like we already have an elite fight, or kind of like we already opened the chest, so that's not too bad, and we can also kind of plan for it. Otherwise, if I don't go for this elite here, I could also just do this, like this, up to here, grab another fire and a second elite, and then finish off with the fire. I actually really like that path there. That way we only get 1, 2, 3, 4 guaranteed combats, so 1 hard combat after the fire. Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna do that. So I really, excuse me, I really like to actually just plan out my routes before heading off. We have this side too, which isn't terrible of split there. But the thing is, we kind of want that early shop with our greed so that our greed can pay off early. And this is not going to be a small deck because of the greed. We kind of want a larger deck, so I'm just going to attacks, take the least amount of damage possible whenever you can. Sometimes it's worth taking a damage. Like here, 11. We're taking, either we're taking 6 or we're taking 11. But I know that if I do 18 now, I just need 18 to go on, which I won't be able to do, but I will be able to block. So I think right now it's worth just attacking, getting our damage out right away, because now he's going for another 11, and now we can fully block. Well, we could have fully blocked, but that was a fumble. So those mistakes are mistakes you don't really want to make, because if you make them throughout your whole run, well then that 1 damage 10 times is 10 damage, and I'm down to 34 instead of 44. What could we go with here? If we go with Haze, Haze is decent, especially if we get a discard. So I like that. I'm gonna look for some Sly build, I guess. This, I'll just do a Haze real quick. I'm really not liking my draw order. It's really screwing me over. I really did not want to heal on the first fire. Acrobatics is one of the greatest cards in the Silence repertoire. I really did not want to heal at the first fire, but now I might just have to. Having a Royal Stamp on the Acrobatics is pretty good. Having a Volley that's been Royal Stamped that we can upgrade is even better. Now since we're trying to get some Sly, I wanted a big deck. I can't remove the Greed. I can remove. Now I added 2 attacks, so I can remove a Strike if I remove a card. I'll do that. And now we go. Ironically, I think it's worth it for Haze. Because we might be able to just play the Haze when we don't have a discard in our hands. So now, yeah, see, like that right there, perfect. Now he's dead, I don't have to worry about hitting him. And I can just, no, do it. There we go. Could not have gone better. And he's dead. Another Flick Flack. It's pretty good, but having another draw option isn't terrible. I think we kind of want our payoffs though for our discard, because we are going to try to find some more discard cards. Heal to full, receive Poor Sleep, or we're going to do this and grab a Relic. Okay, regular combat's no longer encountered. Do this for the upcoming Elite End fight. I'm going to take some common cards and try to find some more discard. There we go. And this one is great. Holy cow, this deck is looking amazing so far. Cloak Clasp is great too. Great block card. I got to remember it though, because I always forget it. So now I know that at the end of this turn, whatever I have remaining, I'm blocking for that much. So I can do this for a Ricochet. And I don't have to worry because I'm blocking for 4, so I can just do this. I was blocking for 12, but okay. Now, see, I'm really glad I did that. We want to get rid of him as soon as possible because he's making us weak, so we're actually not able to do much with it. We're gonna prepared, get rid of a Flick Flag. I'm going to Acrobatics. If I discard a Flick Flag, it's 4 either way. So we'll do this. Now we can actually strike him. We can Flick Flag like this. If I neutralize and strike, he dies. I block for 2. Only takes 6. That's decent. I don't mind that. And that kills. Retain is good. I like Anticipate, but now we have our block, so we don't really need it. Poison is a decent thing to stack, but I think if I were to take one, it would be Snakebite, but I don't think it's really great for the build that we have right now, so I'm going to skip it. Okay, so we kind of want some block here, so I'll do this for a Ricochet. Then if I block for 5, I'm at 13 plus 4, that's a full block. And we can retain our Volley. Or I can Flick Flag, get some damage out, and still block for 16. Taking 1. I think it's worth using an attack potion. There we go. That's pretty good. Taking nothing. And this should kill. There we go. Oh, that's amazing. That's so good. Yeah, we want these. So I could go for Ricochet here, but Piercing Wail is just too good to pass up. And now we can upgrade our volley. So turn 2, our volley deals 2842 plus an extra 2860 damage turn 2. That's amazing. So we just need to deal 1 here. And then our turn 2 kills. And then we can prepare it into a Ricochet and get some damage out. Oh, let's go. Okay. That's pretty good. Piercing Wail, you're dealing nothing, so now I can just attack. I didn't have to Piercing Wail there. I could have waited for when there's 2 of them attacking. Probably would have been smarter. But I wasn't guaranteed to draw it anyways. I can do this, get rid of this. We can just try to weaken him. He's down to 6, which means it's going to be easier to kill. If we don't have to use an attack potion here, I won't, because I know that that's not a combat coming up. This Flick Flack is just 1. There we go, now we can do this. Block. Do this. We should be able to kill here. Calculated gamble is amazing. I think we're going to remove a card from our deck, get rid of a strike. It's kind of in the way. No, not just before the Bantus fight. I think I'm going to get rid of a defend. Because we have our block already. And it's smart to rest here. I think it's valid. If our Ricochet hits more often, Bantus is going to die quicker. And if our Prepared draws 2, we're going to get more Sly cards faster. So I think it's worth it. There is an argument that we would want something else. But here's a Piercing Wail, taking no damage. We'll draw it again anyways. I think it was worth it to get him off of there. Now, we prepared away this. Neutralize. I guess we're going to... I think it's worth taking the attack potion. We might get a block card from this. If we do, so we can defend our greed. We can discard our greed, defend, attack, attack. Taking 14. It's a lot, but it's manageable. Do this. Didn't really matter there because we already had. I think it's better to withhold and have 1 extra block and just take 2. We hit with 28. We have a defend. And I think it's worth drinking the potion here. We should have this. We should have this. One hit, 1 attack. Yeah, we're good. Okay, it's kind of rough. Kind of rough. Could have been better. I think we need some more block or status, some weak, maybe. and I think a corrosive wave here is good for what we're trying to do, because we're trying to draw a lot and we're playing Sly. So no longer obtain potions, but an extra mana is never bad. Transform all strikes and defends. Yeah, why not? Anticipate, follow through, blur. Mirage is okay for what we have. It's not the best. We're gambling a bit, but it's okay. I like this path here just because it brings me straight to a fire, so I can go with an early shop here, unless there's a later one right here. And that way we could do this like that, and then I think we're skipping this elite here and doing that, depending on how we are after this rest, or we skip the shop entirely. But it might be worth 2 shops actually. I'll do that. This is great. Okay. That's actually what I wanted. It's just that we had the worst boss for that card in that strategy, Sventis, and I guess I should have looked first, but I didn't, so oh well. I have no Shiv generation now, so I will card remove, and I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna get rid of my the Phantom Blades because I don't have Shivs. Or, you know, we could just try to get Shivs. Yep, I wouldn't mind that. But we might be able to get one of the curses. No. There we go. Got rid of it. Alright. Lose 10 to upgrade a card, and I can heal and smith. So we're going to upgrade. The hunt is going to allow us to get more items. Having a retained calculated gambit is also pretty good. This is not great. Sly is pretty good for what we want right here. And now we can smith. And we can upgrade another draw. A Mirage for free is pretty good. But an upgraded acrobatics is better. A neutralize that keeps them weak for 2 turns is really good. And an untouchable is good. We kind of want to reach our Sly cards, so I think it's worth upgrading acrobatics here. So I'm full blocking anyways. So I don't really need to play these block cards. So I can do this. And I don't think we're going to get the hunt off this round, so I'm just going to try to weaken him. That way if volley helps next turn. Yeah, well, I think I kind of want to be sure to have some block. I think it's a sad turn, but I did not want to take that much damage. Again, another sad turn. Okay. I'm really glad we have the Orichalcum. There we go. We should pull. No. Oh goodness, this is brutal when it doesn't want to work. Well, it's okay, it's okay. So we'll do this. And gain some block, and then we'll keep 13 block for the next turn. Well, clearly, we don't really need more block. We're drawing into it constantly. Maybe a week for the Sucker Punch. Well, I'm kind of glad we didn't take that block card now. So I actually think it's worth it to do this here, get rid of an artifact. Do this, discard this, and then we'll pass the turn. Now we can get rid of the other artifact here in Piercing Whale. And now I think a volley is good. That was one of the better volleys we could have had. There we go. And we can do a Corrosive Wave. It doesn't really matter. If I discard my hand, I can draw that many. Yeah. We're just gonna gain some block and keep it for when he's attacking. And we should win now. There we go. Got rid of our guilty. And we have a prepared, which is phenomenal. Okay, so now we don't really want that shop, so I think we're gonna go here like this, or we do this here. If we do that, we get an elite. We get our hard combat here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we can just take one hard combat. I think I'm just gonna take one hard combat. Enchant a card with perfect fit. Don't mind if I do. What could we have? What's great to draw into that we always want to see? Acrobatics. Or an upgraded prepared is pretty often a card we want to see. Neutralize is good too. Keeps them weak. Has them dealing less damage. I like Neutralize, especially since we've been having trouble with blocking. So we're gonna rest and we're gonna smith. And well, since we just upgraded it, we don't want the gold, we're missing the shop, so I'll take the clumsy and a relic. I'm starting to have a lot of curses. So 3 is decent, so we just kind of need more cards and then we'll be good. We want this to be ethereal, this gains retain. And yeah, we're good with this, fully blocking. Okay, so now we can do a volley into a calculated gambit. end our turn there. I'm gonna drink this potion here. Keep him weak. Draw two. Draw one, discard one. Okay. So we're gonna sucker punch and then blur and keep our block. It's one block, but still better than nothing. And can we the hunt? 3 damage 4 times is 12. And then we kill him with the hunt. Each card discarded this turn. Or an upgraded ricochet. Upgraded ricochet, and having a slice is not what I want. Memento Mori. We're playing Sly, we're trying to draw. We're going to rest, and we're going to Smith. What can we upgrade? I think we're upgrading. That becomes pretty strong, actually. I think we're upgrading our prepared. Because it also, in turn, kind of upgrades the Memento Mori. I should have waited. I shouldn't have played it. I didn't realize my tuning fork was at 9. We're actually going to keep some block. So we're going to start by playing a prepared, discarding this and the hunt. Another prepared. Mirage, and a sucker punch. And yeah, I won't. I'll just block for as much as possible. Okay, now drawing into our haze with an acrobatics on top, so we can frantic escape twice. Calculated gambit. Anticipate. Discard our haze. Redraw volley. And that's a decent turn right there. There we go. If I don't gain block, I gain block. So I'm going to take a step away and then Memento Mori. This is really, really bad. This might be it. We might have lost the run right here. I'm not able to kill quick enough. That's my problem. I don't have nearly enough damage. Yeah, well, that's the run. It wasn't even the damage that killed me, it was the fact that we couldn't play our frantic escapes. Try that again. I really dislike the Silent and the Defect. I love the Regent, I love the Necrobinder, I love the Ironclad, but these two, don't like them. Don't like them. Silent, I'm good with her when I have a small deck, so I don't know why I was playing a large deck. We're gonna transform again. Let's go gambling. Fan of Knives and Ricochet. Well, Fan of Knives is a great way to start our build, so I think we're gonna look for some shivs. And we can do that right here. We can even do this instead of this one. And then we could, after the fire there, come here, 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 this way. That way we have 1, 2, 3 regular combats, no hard combat if we don't get any in the events. Not terrible. Now we can actually, I'll just do this. We're gonna weaken you and full block. Discard this here, this, and this. Prepared is always good. It's not exactly a 0 draw one. That's great. Oh my goodness, we are going shifts. We're gonna lose 8 and get a relic. If you deal less than 4, increase it to 5. 4 or less, increase it to 5. So even when we're weakened, our shivs are dealing damage. Shivs gain retain. We want this. It's an extra shiv. And we can retain them and deal an extra 9. And a backflip is pretty good too. So I just said I'm good with smaller decks, but I mean, I guess we're playing with the larger deck. So I'm actually going to discard this, play our strike, and a survivor this away. That was a great first turn, and even better second turn. And a strength potion, and a cloak of daggers again. But Ricochet is actually, yes, the cloak of daggers is more shivs. And it's gonna be 2 shiv copies. I think that's the one we take. But a Ricochet could be really good too. Especially since we have strength, we're never dealing less than. Ricochet is a very viable option there. I think we're gonna smith. Let me just see. Yeah, having a cloak of daggers give me 2 shivs is really good. We're gonna try it. Underdogs. Okay. I'm actually just gonna fully block here. We got some damage out of it too. We can do a cloak of daggers. We can actually neutralize, survive our way, a ricochet. Fully attacking there. Backflip. We want to block. We don't want to take damage for nothing. So it's unfortunate that I'm not playing my Fan of Knives with some shivs here, but I'm setting up. Now when I do block with my Cloak of Daggers, I'm still going to be dealing 14 damage with my shivs. This could have been a combat where we use our Strength Potion. I don't think it was necessary. As retained, so we're doing that for sure. We're gonna see what we get. So if I shiv here, my first one does 14, followed by 5, 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5, so that's 29. That doesn't kill. We take 24. We have a fire there. We can rest just before the elite. If I drink my strength potion, which I maybe should have done previously, I would deal 16 plus 777. That would be an extra 21. That is 37, which still does not kill. Huh. Or block for 10. Draw into some Cloak of Daggers. Potentially take less damage in the end. Neutralize, get a shiv, retain this because it's not dealing any damage. We'll play that like this, and we should kill by taking less damage total. There we go. That's so good. Oh my goodness. And we could take Dagger Spray, but I don't like it because it's the full mana. It's not Ricochet, it doesn't play for free when it's discarded. And I think we upgrade our second Cloak of Daggers. Or our Phantom Blade. That's a lot more damage every time. Cloak of Daggers and then potentially Phantom Blade afterwards. Yeah. That's all the damage we could have done, so I don't think it's a bad idea to leave our shivs in the deck. You really gotta love just drawing all your attacks. I'm doing the full damage. We can never deal less than 5. That goes through his... That's crazy. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that's how that worked. That's really good. We're gonna take some more block, draw into our shivs. Now I'm gonna rest. I kinda had to there. I was at 16, I didn't like that. That was really, really good. Okay. This is not terrible. Get our Ricochet out here. Discard this defend, we don't need it. Now we're going to backflip. We're going to weaken him, it takes away 3 damage. This one is just 2. So we'll weaken you. And while we have you so low, why not just bring you on the verge? Then that way, yes, I could have gone for him, but I think this was the right move. That's 2 of them down. Now I can do 15. Or I can deal 21. And I think it's worth taking a strength potion here. Absolutely it was. Okay, and another Cloak of Daggers to just help us stay alive and destroy them. Now we can go to the shop actually and remove a card. Okay, this is really starting to look better than the last one. Let's rub away our Ricochet. Phantom Knives, and we just win. I don't really want Flick Flack. I don't really need much here. The deck I have is really powerful right now. So we want to card remove a regular strike away. This Infinite Blades feels like a trap because it does work with our strategy, right? We get the shiv every turn. But it doesn't feel good, you know, because you spend 1 mana this turn on top of the other 2 powers you already have to pay to play, so that next turn you can get 1 shiv. And what do you get this turn? Nothing? I'd rather have 6 copies of Cloak and Dagger to block and get a shiv, right? I don't think Infinite Blades is actually good. I think Blade Dance is great for our strategy. It's really good. I think a vulnerable potion helps too. I think removing a strike helps as well, because we're not dealing damage with our strikes anyways. A pounce could be useful, because if our next skill is free after it, but the thing is, our skills all cost 1 or less. So it's okay. I like pounce. But I like pounce when we have other ways of generating mana consistently. Like now, yes, we have the Happy Flower, that's great, and we start with Venerable Tea Set, amazing. So we could end a turn with pounce if it's in our opening hand, but if it's not, it kind of sucks, in my opinion, because it feels like you're kind of wasting it, and then it's there, and it's a card slot, and it's 2. Not yet. So I think we're gonna go with a Blade Dance here, because the Blade Dance itself upgraded gives us 4 shifts. It exhausts itself, it's no longer in our way afterwards. Yeah, in some way it could be a downside, but I think this is it. And then what we're gonna hope for after the Lagavulin Matriarch, after that shows up, we're gonna hope that we do get Knife Trap. I think Knife Trap is going to be a great addition to our deck, because it's just gonna let us finish off the enemies. So I think I'm gonna go with the Blade Dance here instead of the Vulnerable Potion, just because we're already outputting so much damage that having another source of shivs is great. I'm actually going to rest here because I feel more comfortable with it. I think there's absolutely a world where we just go for it. If we end the fight and I have 18 HP or more, my rest was useless and I didn't need to do it because I was at 33. So that's a way that you can kind of like pay attention for your next upcoming fights. It's decent. So here it's kind of a bummer that we don't have our powers in our opening hand. Would have been great to have them upgraded, but I'm going to Cloak and Dagger, Blade Dance, have a bunch of shivs in our deck, and end my turn there. Four damage 4 times. He's awake. There's Fan of Knives. And I think I'm going to go for these because we already have a bunch of shivs in the deck itself. We don't need more of them crowding it up. Phantom Blade, Backflip, Survivor into a Ricochet, Cloak and Dagger, one of them, retain the other one. Prepared, draw 1, discard 1. The strike deals a lot of damage, but I kind of want to draw into, yes, stuff like this. That way we know we're blocking. Another 14 here, and we're going to fully block. We don't actually need to, we can push some damage with this strike. We're taking 1, I think that's fair, that's fine actually. We're going to do a 14 here, then we have 5, 5, 5, 5, 25. I'm going to Cloak and Daggers. We're going to do this. I'm going to be able to do this here. And now we don't want to leave this many shifts because then we won't draw these 5 shifts here. And we kind of want to make sure we draw our block for next turn. So I'm going to shiv, have 5 cards left. Could be worth a shot to just attack here. We're getting 4 attacks next turn anyways. So it's not a terrible move to do that. It's kind of a bummer because our Happy Flower is going to go off next turn. He has the block next turn. I think it's worth it here because we know we're drawing 4 shivs. Just because I wasn't sure how much block he was gaining. So, oh well. I'm going to do this. And I think it's worth... we don't care. We're doing 5 damage either way, regardless of how much he slows us down. So I don't mind. Neutralize. Nice little backflip, or do we Cloak and Dagger? We can shiv. If we Cloak and Dagger, we gain 2 more shivs. That's 5 more, so that's 25 more damage. We can do this here for this. Yeah, we can push pretty hard actually here. 13. I could wait. I'm dealing 5 regardless. 5 here. Another 5, and then we should kill next turn. There we go. Getting called by my buddy right now. He wants to play the game. Well, that's Act 1. So I'm actually going to join him, I believe. It was a nice little stream again, once more. Once I get more into the grind of it, I think I'm going to play more often, play longer, full runs. I know that my last one too wasn't full either. But yeah, I think I'm getting used to it. I'm actually going to try to leave this run standing so that when I stream next time I can get right back to it. Unfortunately here we didn't get what I was initially looking for, the knife trap, but we do have a tracking. Tracking is great because we have a neutralize, and now we can actually search for weak cards like an Inky Shiv, play tracking, have Inky Shivs, and now our Shivs deal double damage as well. It's pretty good. So I'm actually going to just select my item here that I want and then move on. Enchant a skill with imbued. We could have a Cloak of Daggers and just always have some skills up. I like the Ring of the Drake because our first hand is upgraded. So now that we draw 2 more, those cards are upgraded as well. Oh no, it's not the other one. Yeah, I thought it was drawing 2 more. No, it's just for the first 3 turns we draw 2 more. That's really good too. Then I think I'm actually gonna go with the Driftwood. You may reroll each card reward once. That's going to let us get what we need. We're searching for Shivs. We're searching for weak. So I'm going to leave that here. It was a nice little stream, not too long. I lost the other one, made it 60 minutes here. But yeah, so that's where I'm gonna leave off for today. Gonna try to get back into it on the next stream. I'm gonna leave this here, and I'm going to try to stream tomorrow night as well once I get home from the gym. Regardless, I hope everyone has a wonderful night, wonderful evening, and I hope you have fun slaying the Architect. If you're able to actually do it, let me know, because I haven't been able to kill him yet. It just keeps sending me right back